still is a little. It's going to maybe cool off again. I don't know. We've been having that, but today we're going to talk with Sonny Rama. He's the Vice President of Development Innovation with the VNA Healthcare, and we've had Sonny on several times. But so we just love him, and he's going to give us a little rundown on some of the things that are happening with vaccinations, and we'll talk more on that. But give a big welcome to Sonny. You know, I need a clapping thing. I got to get one of those audio things, Sonny. We got to clap for you, brother. I need that.
Appreciate it, John.
We'll need that. Okay, well, welcome, Sonny. So he's going to give us a little updates on what's out there in the vaccination and that BA2 variant in our vaccination. Sonny, give us what's happening at VNA right now.
Well, John, thanks. It's always nice to be on your show. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, so as you know, a couple of weeks ago, not quite 2 weeks ago, the CDC passed the second booster shot. Some folks call it the fourth shot, to kind of make its way around, have people that want a booster shot to that it's available for them now after passing all the various guidelines with the CDC. So those folks that are 50 years or older or are immunocompromised can get the shot. So nothing for children yet, nothing for those that are less than 50 years of age. So the guidelines are pretty specific, 50 years or older, and again, immunocompromised. So we are offering the vaccine here at the VNA. There is no charge similar to the other vaccines we have utilized over the last year or so. We have vaccinated, John, or administered over 95,000 doses of vaccine and have tested over 43,000 folks here over the last year and a half to help really challenge this pandemic. So yes, we are continuing to vaccinate folks, whether it be here at the health center and or for those that are not able to come out to the health center. We are setting up on-site, off-site clinics, various social organizations, churches. So we have not stopped there. We have seen the level of interest drop over the last few months, of course, but we have seen a steady level of interest and demand for homebound vaccinations for our homebound patients in our community. So we provide services in the home. And again, these are folks that, whether they are a VNA patient or not, we will go to their home and vaccinate them as long as, again, they meet the criteria of being 50 years or older or immunocompromised. So as we mentioned several times on the shows I've been with you on, John, these various variants are not going to go away, but we're continuing to do our best to vaccinate as many people as possible in the communities that we serve.
Yeah, well, hope these vaccines maybe last till the fall. Hopefully, maybe is that the thinking? Maybe, Sonny, they might last till the fall.
Correct.
But I think I told Sonny before we came on, I was up to the VNA yesterday because I just had to do that for Sonny, of course. But I did get my extra shot, if you want to say the fourth shot. There it is. And it was very good. It was, I want to say, folks, you're not going to be waiting, at least as of the moment. You just got to get in there and do it. So that it went really fast. It went about 20 minutes, the whole thing, I think. Maybe 25. I had 10 minutes to do the shot thing and stayed around a few minutes. I was waiting for you, Sonny, but it didn't turn out.
Yeah, no, we were having some meetings upstairs.
I
Sorry, I missed it, John.
I understand. No, we were just sitting around there, and they do that to make sure everything is doing pretty good, with your body on these things. So it was really nice experience there. So I encourage people to get those shots. The homebound thing is very interesting. That's awesome. I can't. It's just hard to describe how I think that's really good.
Sure. No, absolutely. Yeah. Again, we have some folks that, again, especially our older population, where it's just very taxing for them to travel to a health center at VNA or to go to their local Walmart or Walgreens to get the vaccine. So we have had where the demand of folks coming in, as you mentioned, coming into the health center, it's kind of quiet. You come in and out quickly and get your shot. Uh, we've seen obviously a decline there, but our homebound vaccination requests have been pretty steady here for the last 8, 9 months. I think a lot of folks just feel comfortable receiving that vaccine in the comfort of their home. And again, it's very challenging for them to travel. They may not have access to transportation. They have other chronic conditions that they're trying to manage. So it's just very challenging for them. So yeah, we're grateful to have the opportunity to continue to vaccinate in the home. And again, our continue to vaccinate as many people as possible. Where other clinics, health centers have really kind of pulled back on offering the vaccine at this time.
Yeah, I noticed that. So that's why I just had to bring in the VNA here. They've been up front with their vaccination program from day one. They're very good on this. And if you're an older senior too, VNA is good for you too if you don't have a doctor, right, Sonny?
Correct. Yeah, we always have the opportunity to, especially through our house calls program, where we bring care to the home setting. We have many patients that utilize our house calls program where we are not their PCP, and that's okay. We collaborate with their community PCP, and as you know, John, many PCPs do not do home visits, right? Their
Right.
patients come to their clinic, come to their health center, come to their medical office.
Right.
So house calls providers will go into the home and provide that additional level of care and work with that individual's PCP. If that individual does not have a PCP, they can choose us, VNA, as their primary care medical home. So it's been very challenging, I think, during this unprecedented time where there are many seniors that have not received care because they're really concerned and they're kind of quarantined still. And there's a lot of misinformation available out there in the community. So we're doing our best to just, again, bring care to them and make sure that we educate them as much as possible and what's available, what's not available, what they should be doing, what they should not be doing. So again, that's been our focus and one of our main drivers from day one.
Well, that's very good that you've been out there in the community. And I remember this was last year, actually, the Beacon had a nice article about that homebound thing. And I'll mention it again about the one lady that I know, Heather Worst, was in that article. And that was a good, that just said it all, how you're doing it. And that's very beautiful. And so if you're 50 years and older or you're immune compromised, you can get that fourth, or what we call it, booster or fourth shot. And well, that's basically on the Moderna and Pfizer, right?
That is correct.
I don't think it's on the J&J one, right?
Not yet. Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, the president got his shot about a week ago or something. I remember he got one of the first shots. And we got to get our people getting shots. And Sonny and the VNA and your friend, I forgot your friend that was working on the east side. Karina, yeah. So they're trying to get more vaccinations there too. And it's a tough haul here, but we got to keep trying. And if you know somebody on the east side or some church or other groups that can help spread that, they get more vaccinations, that'd be great. Great.
Yeah, we're still holding, working with community leaders, John, doing these offsite clinics at churches and social organizations, wherever folks see the need. So even though the demand for these offsite vaccination clinics has come down over the last few months, we still have we're still doing anywhere from 1 to 2 clinics a week.
Oh, so really? Good.
Conjunction with our homebound vaccinations, and of course, having folks come to our health centers. We're, again, still trying to continue to vaccinate as many people as possible.
I always put up on my website the data from what's happening in the state, in the county, and on our COVID front, and maybe you can see this. It's still pretty steady. It's not necessarily overwhelming, but it is troubling. Though it is on the uptick, though, basically.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
so it's the county's had a few upticks, and it's been about a 20% uptick, maybe. I don't know, but it's hard to say. You got to average it out, and I'm not doing that. But the government does that, average them out over the week, right, or something
Correct.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's important. I mean, it's starting to get nicer outside, so
Well, that should help lower the numbers, probably.
yeah, we just want to make sure people do their best to social distancing and yeah, if you get vaccinated, great. If you don't get vaccinated, just exercise some caution. We want to make sure our community is as healthy as possible. So yeah, there was an uptick here for a few weeks in a row, and it's been kind of steady there for a bit. So we'll continue to monitor those.
Well, they had an uptick in Washington the last 2 weeks or three. Some politicians and others were getting COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So it's out there. And is it mostly BA2 out there? Is there any Omicron left, or what would you say?
I think the BA2 is the one that's kind of is its recent surge. I'm sure there's a little Omicron left, but yeah, BA2 is now front and center.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know some other countries are still fighting off on these things, and we've seen about China. They've really closed down some cities even.
Mm-hmm.
So it's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny, I just wanted to just thank you for this. Any other thoughts you want to give us about the VNA right now?
Sure. Yeah, thanks for asking, John. So we are launching. Hopefully, we'll launch it in May. We want to do more for our seniors in our community.
Oh, okay.
Older adults. So we're launching kind of call it a. We're going to call it Take a Break at VNA, kind of like a coffee social.
Oh, okay.
Twice a month, and more information to follow. But we're going to launch this in May, and we want our seniors to come to VNA, have a cup of coffee, refreshments, maybe attend an exercise class, or even just catch up with some of their friends and colleagues. Just some good conversation. We'll have some classes on some healthy eating, nutrition tips from some of the folks from our community wellness team, nutrition and dietitians. So we want seniors to come in and just have a place to hang and have good conversation, learn about what VNA has to offer, or just, again, have a place to meet with their folks and friends. And we have done a lot of research. We don't want to take away any social events or activities that seniors have throughout the week. So we picked a couple of dates where we know it's kind of light in the schedule, so to speak.
Okay.
Other events in the Aurora area. So once we have more information, I'll let you know. Maybe we can have another shout out on your program. But yeah, it's coming in May. And we want people to kind of come out and just really just hang and have a good time. And we're going to Take a Break at VNA twice a month. And it'll be just for a couple hours, refreshments, some snacks. And again, just come out and enjoy some good conversation. Or if you just want to come out and read the paper or just do your own thing, you've got a place to come. But we are going to launch this here in May. It'll be, I believe it's Thursday. Give me 1 second, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Thursday, May 19th. More information to follow. It'll be most likely in the morning, like 9 to 10:30 or something like that. But once we have the specifics, I will let you know. But yeah, we're at the process of planning that. And again, there'll be some, chair yoga, some tips on dieting and nutritious food that we can make. for, very, doesn't cost a lot of money.
Okay.
And in some cases, just to kind of come out and socialize and just kind of hang. So more to come.
I think you have a person actually sort of directing that too, don't you? If I remember right, is that right? Maybe.
Allie Boomgarden is our director of community wellness services, so she'll kind of help with some of the topics. And
Right.
it's not going to be like someone comes out and there'll be a VNA thing. No, there'll be days where there'll be a class or a exercise, and there'll be days where we have some arts and crafts, or days and times when people just want to come out and just socialize and just have a cup of coffee or
Okay.
snacks. So we want to do more for our seniors,
Okay.
and we want seniors to come out and not only take a look at our operation, but just have a place to spend some quality time and again, catch it, grab a drink, grab a snack, and
Right.
just have a place to socialize and enjoy a few hours out of the week.
Yes. Well, I got at the bottom of the screen several ways you can communicate. One way you can communicate with the VNA is just call them and get your vaccinations set up. And the other is, just go to VNA Health. I think it's com, right? Or is it org?
VNAhealth.com. And I want to make mention, John, as well, as we just launched a new website a week or so ago. So please check out VNAhealth.com. A lot of new information, a lot of different areas to navigate to learn more about VNA services or just resources in the community. But again, new website. It's just a little over a week old. And we have a show that airs once a week called VNA Today.
Right.
And it's about learning about the various resources that is offered at VNA, whether it be home care, primary care, pediatrics, care for older adults. So kind of a new revamped website. So please check it out, VNAhealth.com. Interested in some feedback, but please visit that website to learn more about our services.
That's great, Sonny. Well, thank you for coming by and just updating where you're at VNA Healthcare. And just remember these things to call. And I don't know why I took down that. Anyway, we took down part of the website. I had it on there. But it's VNAHealth.com. So that's pretty simple, too.
Yep.
And so I just want to thank again Sonny for coming by today. And tomorrow we're going to discuss a special on the river walk, or the river cleanup, I should say, with Pat Devine. We're going to go over that a little. That was last Saturday. So we're just going to have a little special on that. So that's coming up. And so I just want to thank Sonny again for stopping by for a few moments, and we wish him well and the VNA well. So again, thank you, Sonny, and everybody out there. God bless and have a good day, and we'll talk again. Bye-bye now.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.